Now tuning in to Earbud Media. Audio for everyone.
I need to talk to you about something that's really important to me.
Yes, of course.
I am making a lot of interesting decisions in that I don't understand why I'm an early bird who makes late night plans.
Yeah, that's not really a good move, huh?
Yeah, it's not. As someone who whose ideal bedtime would be 7 o'clock at night.
I do keep seeing tweets and you're like, how do people stay past 9 p.m.? I'm like, this is the most unrelatable content I've ever seen on Twitter.com.
But here's the thing. So I did just shower. Hi, welcome into the twilight. And I have a face mask on. But it's a good mood. But here's the thing. When I shower, it's usually at like 5 o'clock in the morning when I roll out of bed. And I'm making decisions in the shower at 5 o'clock in the morning for late night plans. And that's not effective, right? No. Because at 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to wake up in the shower, I'm like, do I really want to shave? And it's like, if I am deciding to shave in the morning, it's like, if I miss a spot, who cares, right? And it's like, it's not a big deal. But then if I'm going out at like 8 o'clock at night and I notice, oh fuck, I missed a whole row. It's like
my whole left leg is just
literally like Izzy on Grey's Anatomy when she's like crying in bed and she's like, I got too tired and just like didn't shave one of my legs. Like that is me because I decided 13 hours ago to make decisions for future me. And it's like, why am I doing this to myself?
There should be like a checkpoint, like in the middle of your day to be like, okay, if I'm gonna be up for the next 6 hours, I gotta make sure and go out, gotta make sure that all the mistakes that I made in the morning have been fixed before that.
That's such a good idea, Cody. Yeah. If I had time, like a little afternoon nap, and then like right before I walk out of the door, I would just hit this like invisible wall and then be like, hey, have you checked to make sure that...
Before you go,
one, have you reapplied deodorant? And two, you know that little spot by your ankle that you always miss when you're shaving? Do you really want to let that like little patch keep growing today if you're going out? So, I don't know. Maybe this isn't relatable content for anyone, but that's just where I'm at this morning. Hi, welcome to Into the Twilight.
Hello. Welcome to our podcast about the daily inconveniences of being up at 8 p.m.
Seriously, but it's just like, I'm so tired. And it's like, at that point, I don't care, but I care a little bit. And it's like, oh, shit. You know, like, I tried so hard from my ankle up to my calf, and then it's like, oh, I forgot. Your knee is still part of your leg. Whoops.
Ah, shit.
And I mean, to be fair, like, it's still the winter, so, like, who cares? And also, there's still a lot of people that don't shave, which, like,
that's... Also, like, patriarchy. Who cares, you know?
And seriously, like, and it's like, who cares, right? But also, I have a lot of arm tattoos, and so I shave my arms for that, because it's like, I want to see my tattoos.
Sure.
And so it's like, I can't just let a part of my forearm just keep growing there. Ow, stop. Like, just, you need to just do the damn thing. Anyway, that's just where I'm at this morning.
Wow, no, that was really informative.
So, hi, welcome to my beauty routine this morning. How are you doing this morning, Cody?
I am very good.
Damn, well, fucking share your secrets, I guess.
I don't know why I said that, because I woke up mere minutes ago in like a fever dream, like half listening to the audiobook, half like waking up. So really, who's to say what was a dream and what was not?
Yeah, but that's fair.
I got coffee, so that's all that matters, and my soul is waking up slowly but surely.
I think that we just did a Folgers advertisement.
That's true. If I was drinking Folgers, I would be getting so much money right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it's been too many episodes when I haven't talked about how much I love the smell of coffee for someone that does not drink coffee.
Yeah, let's go for it. Why not?
Hi, welcome to Coffee with Twilight.
Do you have anything else to say? Come on.
I fucking love the smell of coffee. I want that smell for always, but I can't get that caffeine near me without my body having a negative reaction.
No.
And it's a hard line to draw.
You live in a rough city, in a rough state, and general area of the country to not be able to drink coffee.
One, you right.
Yeah.
But it's really helpful when everyone that I adore drinks coffee, so I can just hang out with them and smell what they're drinking in a non-creepy way.
Hey, can I get a whiff of that cup over there?
Yeah. Can I just put my schnozzer just like real close to whatever you're
right
drinking?
Right in there.
Yeah. And then I just drink whatever the hell I want. So, but it's great because I don't have to share and they don't have to share and it's perfect. It works out great.
Welcome into the Twilight. We hate sharing.
That's literally, hi, welcome to me being an only child. I've tried really hard as being an adult to learn how to do that, but it's still a very, learned practice for me.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it is to share. So anyway, I want to share some knowledge that we have gained over the past week that is very related to our podcast. For once, hi, welcome to the first 10 minutes when we actually have relatable content for this. But I would love for you to go first this week.
Oh boy. Okay, so this is in the 50 Shades realm of our related content, which I hate is now part of our brand.
A look into the future.
But if you are not aware, I work in the costume retail business.
Damn.
And when it's not prime costume season, a lot of times it's masks, especially now because it's Mardi Gras or masquerade parties and New Year's stuff and whatever. So one of those times I had this lovely lady come in and she was like, I need a bunch of masks and they all need to be gray and they're all going to be great. And I'm like, okay, let's figure this out. And then I was like, so what is this thing for? What are you doing? And turns out she is a party planner and is hosting this giant balls to the walls fucking 50 Shades Freed watch party that includes liquor and liquor cupcakes. 100 people are going. She's got 4 naked men or half naked men that are just oiled up and ready to go and take photos with in a photo booth, and they are wearing some of the masks and because you gotta be with the theme. It was just so ridiculous. They were all gonna party and get fucking wasted and then all go see this movie. It just it was so beautiful though. It was so beautiful. And she was just so genuinely excited about it.
Well, one, I'm happy about that.
Of course.
Because it's hard to find anyone who comes in a retail experience that's happy.
That is correct.
So, one, thank you for sharing that experience, and I'm happy that it was a good experience for you. Now, I have approximately 25 follow-up questions.
Of course, yeah. Naturally.
So, did she mention anything about guns?
No.
Okay, good.
I didn't want to expose myself as someone who's never seen anything. I was kind of yeah, I know what you're talking about. Although she didn't really talk extensively about it. I didn't want to showcase my lack of knowledge of being so what's with the guns? Is there murder? I don't understand.
So that's fair. My other concern, I guess, is I feel really bad for the movie theater employees that are going to have to deal with this whole group of wasted people.
96 people, she said, are coming to this event.
Oh my god. I cannot fathom that. And it's, it's just going to be 20-somethings, right? That are just
she was a bit older.
No, the employees for the movie theater.
Yeah.
Who are just I just want to get through this day, you know? Yeah. Oh my god. And I hope that their response to getting horny in the theater isn't just throwing up immediately from all that alcohol.
Yeah, maybe.
But that sounds like a great time for them, I guess. Oh god. I guess
Hey, Allie, want to come to my 50 Shades party?
No. No, I don't, but thank you.
This is where the friendship, this is where we draw the line in friendship, huh? This is where
it's not that.
This is the limit. This is the limit.
It's not that. I definitely want to support you in all of your dreams and wishes and sexual proclivities. Sure. It's that I physically, for my employment, I don't think that I can be seen at one of those spaces.
That's
because
fair.
Here I know it's my voice and it's my brand, but it's not my face. That's fair. So I can sort of pretend that I'm not doing it. Great. This is terrifying, and I want to stop talking about it immediately. Great.
I asked her to tag us in photos, so hopefully I'll be able to get
some
feedback.
God. Yes. Yeah. That's all I want. Okay, great. That's lovely. And thank you so much. Okay.
Of course.
So the other thing, and I didn't know this, but I'm so happy that it came and stumbled upon my lap, is that one of my friends all of a sudden started listening to our podcast. So hi, thank you.
Hey.
You're probably listening right now. Told me that they were an extra in the first Twilight movie.
How did you not know this?
Listen, hey.
This is your whole brand.
I know. And
also, I'm a little shocked that, not everyone that you, grew up with or, was in Twilight,
That's true.
I feel like it should be more common.
That's true. So, this kind of stumbled into my Facebook Messenger during the process of them getting caught up on our podcast. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to share. So the story was that they were an extra in the first Twilight movie. So naturally, I had a whole bunch of questions. Uh-huh. And the story was that this person was in the school hallway scenes and that they were in the biology scene with the golden onion.
Wow, so important.
I know, the most important. So that's fantastic, and I love that a lot because those ones were local. So that's perfect.
Love it.
I know exactly where those are shot, so that's super close to my heart.
What?
But the backstory on this is that my friend who was in these scenes as an extra mentioned that they gave up going to Paris to be in this movie.
Wow.
Which, iconic.
My heart says that that's a bad move, but also, wow. What a story,
That's such a, Hills moment, too. Such a Lauren Conrad, the girl who didn't go to Paris, but a local version of the girl who didn't go to Paris to be in the Twilight movie.
Yeah,
so,
that's fair.
I love it. I'm so glad that I personally know someone that was in the movie. And I'm sure that, honestly, I know some other extras who just haven't come forward and shared their stories. But that was such a treat and such a delight to see. Facebook is such a hellhole, but to open up and see that made me really happy.
Hey.
Would you like to talk about some current events with me?
Let's do it.
Perfect. Which one would you like to talk about first?
Let's travel down to our favorite news site, the Christian Post.
Oh, it's been a while, but sometimes you just need that. I can't, but it's so hard not to say GCF,
Yeah, I've been missing some good Christian fun,
Oh, God. We gotta stop paying them money.
Yeah, I know. Our Patreon is going exclusively to them now.
God.
Shit.
Oh, well, it's fine. So, this Christian Post art piece, what is it? Article? Who knows?
A performance art?
I think that's it, really. It is performance art, because what it's letting us know is that Katy Perry and Arpats were spotted, quote, making out in LA.
I want to know what that means.
I also want to know what that means. I have some concerns.
The reason they do that, I guess, is because, later down in one of the graphs, there's, a quote that's they were making out, the source stated. But that's the whole source. But, I guess because they were referencing, the quote, they were oh, well, we have to, put it in quotes as well for the title, which is, what you do in a headline. But it's, you don't have to do that if it's just, the only phrase is they were making out. You can just paraphrase that.
Right,
and this
exactly.
headline is already paraphrasing it. You don't have to be they were, quote-unquote, making out according to a source who told us this in their real voice and with their words.
Right.
It's no, you can just say making out. It's fine.
Yeah, and this is another one this past week where a majority of the sources have been that they've been together and they've been spotted kissing, and then there's one or two that are like, hey, stop this. They're definitely not together. Please stop.
Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure that's just our Pats, right?
Like, guys, please.
Yeah.
Because then he gets rid of his, like, loner boy cred, you know? It's like, oh,
Right.
if you're happy and making out, you can't be, like, sad boy anymore.
Exactly. I just hope that they're happy, whatever it is. Good on them. I was just telling Cody that Katy Perry was just in Portland and brought out Left Shark, which shout out to that.
Wow, I love 2014? Question mark? Yeah. Good year. Good year to bring back in the year of our Lord.
Yep. So I'm glad that in 2018 that can be a reference that people like scream over still.
Oh, God.
So that's great. But all I want to know about that, you know, is our Pat's here? Is he back in Portland? And if so, why didn't you hit me up? Why? Why didn't that happen? I'm just saying. You know, like, I know where the good pizza is here.
I can tell you where to go.
I know how to help you have a good time. TM, TM, TM. You know, who's bad? So, anyway.
Stop.
No, you stop.
I'm having a bad connection. I think I actually have to hang up. Sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Collaborate teen.
You're making it very hard to collaborate, teen.
Please stop. Let's talk about The Chemist. Let's do our due diligence with current events, because this one is actually
current events.
So, Fickle Fish Films won't stop talking about this.
Hey.
So, I feel like it's important for us to do our due diligence and discuss it. So, if you weren't aware, Stephanie Meyer has written some things that aren't about Twilight.
What?
We haven't talked about them.
No. I tweeted a photo once, like a year ago, and that was it.
I mean, that's enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say that's fine.
That's all I needed to do.
Usually, the things that Stephanie writes about that aren't about Twilight, they start with the.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's usually how you know. Actually, honestly, every other piece of writing that starts with the, Stephanie wrote it.
Yep.
That's usually a good way to kind of figure it out. So, the host, the chemist, you know, the other bits, all of them, she wrote them.
Her favorite collection of essays, the bits.
The bits, yeah. Yeah, you know. It's actually a sex education piece.
Wow, really progressive for Stephanie, actually.
It actually just says wait until marriage. It's a really quick zine.
Yeah, that's fair.
But The Chemist that she wrote, it's actually going to be adapted into a TV series. And that's about it. That's all we have to say. It's created by, I guess, Tomorrow Studios?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. Have you?
No, but let me see what they've done.
Just do a quick Google.
Let me do a little bit of a Google.
Because I've never done that before.
It's one of those names where it's like, oh, it just sounds like any other studio because it's just like two words that like make sense.
Sure. Yeah. They're on LinkedIn, so that's...
Hey. Let's look at their IMDb. Oh, it's a pro. Fuck.
Okay, yeah, I clicked on that too, and I was like,
Like, all right, this fucking elitist.
I didn't even know that
Tomorrow
IMDb
Studio.
had a pro. So.
Oh, yeah. It's actually really creepy because, like, you could get, like, all sorts of contact information for, like, actors and shit. It's not.
That's creepy.
Great. Okay, well, they're developing a live-action One Piece anime, so that's... And Cowboy Bebop. Jesus Christ. Every fucking...
Wow.
Like, anime is now being a live-action from them.
So then, now I have a question. Is The Chemist going to be an anime?
That's a good question.
Because then I have a few more questions, and I'm a little bit more interested.
Yes.
I don't know how Stephanie Meyer feels about anime, but I am very interested in that idea.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, chase your bliss, Stephanie. Get that money, I guess.
Get that
But
coin.
good job.
Yeah.
Now, I'm very excited about this last piece of news that we have. Less so about the content and more so about where it's placed online.
Yeah, sure. Arguably
so
the greatest website.
The best.
Ever.
The best, yeah. So the title of this piece, written by Cameron Tyson, is Despite Popular Belief, Twilight is fine. And it's like, fine.
You know what? Yeah.
It's some good shit.
Yeah, it's a nice little, like, blog article thing.
Yeah, it's good. Now, Cody, Where is this posted on the web?
This is from brockpress.com, also known as the Brock Press, which I can only assume is a website by Brocks for Brocks.
Only Brocks, yep.
And it's just so good. Like, it's not going to come across as funny as we think it is, I think.
No.
But, but I do think it's very funny. It's like, Brock. This is for Brocks.
No, I think what's really important is if you could just do a quick Google while you're listening to this and just go to brockpress.com. Yeah. You really have to see it, because on this website it says there's so many ads for like Brock student jobs and Brock suites and all of these things, and I'm pretty sure it's some sort of campus or something, right? When you're just looking at it, the way that it comes off as is just like this, like, coven only for Brocks, and like they only employ Brocks, they only live with people that are Brocks, and it's so beautiful.
Allie,
what?
Everyone shut up. This is from the university is Brock University.
That's what I'm saying.
I cannot believe Brock U. Oh my god, we need to go to fucking, what is this, Ontario? What is this?
And like their sports are the Badgers, so like they're the Brock Badgers.
I'm following this Twitter account.
And so
I did need to, while perusing this beautiful website, there is a section called student blogs.
Yep. One
of them being horoscopes,
and I great. Love it.
Another being broccoli, and another being brocktopus.
This is the best school I've ever seen.
I'm transferring. This is the journalism that I need.
All I can imagine is the only reason why this article is by someone named Cameron is that they have to delineate who they are. They're all named Brock, right? But they have to have like placeholder names, right? So it's like, instead of calling them like Brock 1 and Brock 2, it's like, oh, okay, no, you're at this time you are called Cameron.
Wow.
And honestly, like, this is beautiful. So I'm so glad that at this university they are discussing Twilight. I just need to read like 2 sentences or something from this piece.
Please, God.
That Cameron wrote, because I don't understand why it's included, but it's just very important to me personally. From the lips of Brock 3, aka Cameron Tyson, they write, "My point is about the disparity between Twilight's mediocrity and the vitriol surrounding it is utterly ridiculous. Not only is there worse, but there's plenty that's worse that's enshrined in our pop culture. There's little or no outcry surrounding Michael Bay's Transformer series. People actually think Ernest Cline's Ready Player One is worth reading, and Limp Bizkit enjoyed a hugely successful career in the 90s. So, like, damn, Brock 3.
Like, Brock 3.
You're just, like, really coming for everyone's faves right now.
Yeah, fucking go for all of them.
Like, honestly, tear down every Limp Bizkit fan.
Yeah.
So, anyway, shout out to the Brock Press doing the Lord's work in 2018. And that's all I have to say.
That's really good. Thank you, Brock.
So let's go ahead and do a lightning round of these questions, because we spent way more time on the Brock Press than I expected, but I love it.
I just love Brock.
Thank you, Brock. So, okay, first question today. Vamp powers work by taking your biggest personality trait and intensifying them until they're super magical. So what would ours be?
Oh, fuck.
This gave me a fucking existential crisis.
Yeah, shit. I should have looked at this previously.
All I could think about is, for mine, like, maybe empathy, maybe compassion, but I feel like I'm just, like, jerking myself off by saying that.
Like, I'm so empathetic.
But the only other thing I could think of was, like, having a lot of feelings. You know, like, just being like, like, I care about stuff. And that's all I could think about with that is, like, empathy or, like, compassion. But that feels like such a, like, hi, I'm applying to be Miss America right now. I'm applying to be Miss... What the fuck did I just say?
Here's my application to be...
It's on pink scented paper.
Wow, damn. Nice cut.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
I don't know. What would yours be? Just say the first thing that comes off your head. Don't please.
I can't even think of a word. I don't...
All I can think about is from that BuzzFeed quiz where we did one of the choices was like IDK.
Can I just do that for every answer?
But like maybe yours would be like it's morphin time. Like you could just be a chameleon or something.
Is that a personality trait though?
Maybe being really effective in social situations.
Anamorph.
Jesus Christ. But I don't know. I think that would be cool of just like working really well in social situations, adapting to what people need. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to choose
like
your
literal
fucking superpower.
code switching, but like
yeah, exactly. Like magical
like the
code switching
version. Yeah, I like it.
That'd be fucking lit. That would save me so much anxiety. Are you kidding me?
Real.
Okay, next question. Where would each colon be in a D&D alignment chart? This is so
extensive.
Much. How the fuck does this chart work?
Do you not know?
No, I do, but it's just like it's not filled out, and so I don't understand.
Okay, so like
whichever one is the goodest of good, that's gonna be Esme. Which one is that? That's like
I think neutral good is like
neutral good.
You're like just good.
Yeah, I think
True
Carlisle
good.
is lawful good.
Yeah.
Yes, and okay, I'm gonna Emmett.
Chaotic good because he's kind of like. He's, like, a little rambunctious, but for, like, good reasons, you know?
But yeah, he's good. Okay, let's do neutrals. Fuck. Okay.
Who is the most bland and basic?
Probably Edward.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest,
yeah.
like, him now, not like him earlier, but like him now.
Right.
Especially because he knows what everybody's thinking, you know?
Yeah. He's just kind of vessel for everyone else's, like,
literally
thoughts and ideas.
Yeah, so he's neutral. I'm thinking chaotic neutral, probably Alice.
Yeah.
Just because, like, for the most part, she's fine. Lawful. See, this is hard, right? Because I would say both of them are neutrals.
Right.
But they're...
I don't think Rosalie would be neutral necessarily.
Oh, I guess you're right. I think she's probably, like... Is she chaotic, though?
Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like chaotic evil is too much of a stretch, but also, like...
I mean, I guess it's evil has such a connotation in our culture, but...
I think she's lawful evil. Because, like getting revenge on the fucking dude that, like, wronged her, and all the dudes that wronged her, and, like, all that shit, and, like, doing shit for, like... I don't want to say the greater good, but, like, also, like, kind of revenge, but also, like, in a way that, like, is, like...
In it for her.
Yeah, in it for her, and also, like, justified, kind of, you know?
Yeah, lawful is all about that justice, right? So, yeah, that makes sense. And, like, almost, like, killing the babe. So, yeah, that makes sense. Well, then maybe... Okay, so then maybe chaotic neutral or chaotic evil would be Jasper.
Yeah.
Just because he's such a wild card.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna
He's
stick
just
with
all
that.
of the chaos just at any given day. It's like...
He is chaos. He's trying his best, but let's be honest, he is chaos.
He's trying so hard.
He is. And he has to have credit for that. Okay, now I love this question because it's not really a question, it just made me laugh. So if Edward can read everyone's thoughts and Aro can read the thoughts of anyone he touches, does it create a positive feedback loop if Aro touches Edward? Who starts screaming like a looped loudspeaker first?
Oh my god. I'm just imagining, like, you know when they put, like, two iPhones together and just had Siri go off and they just keep talking to each other, they just keep screaming?
Yeah, exactly.
I like that a lot.
So I just thought that this was a really funny comment and I loved it a lot. So
yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that. Because we had that moment in New Moon, right? Where they just kind of feed off of each other.
Sure.
And now all I can think about is like a Siri and Alexa just like going off on each other. So I love that. So thank you. Would you like to talk about Breaking Dawn with me?
Yeah, boy.
Perfect. Great. We have a little bit of a break from where we left off with 31 and 32. And when we start off with chapter 33, Forgery, this time, which is nice. So, chapter 33 this time starts off with Charlie being a little unamused, which honestly...
Like, hey, guys.
I missed it, you know?
Yeah.
It's good. It's been so long since we had, like, a lot of Charlie content, and so it's reassuring to get some of it back in the situation. So the way that this chapter starts is with Bella and Charlie making plans for the crew to go over to the house. And he's so over all of the supernatural stuff, even though he doesn't know all of the situation. And it's such a mood. I love it a lot. There's just some subtle, oh, I'm such a man who doesn't know how to cook. Look at me. Which is a little gross.
I don't know anything. Like, hey, stop.
I know. It's just like, get some Postmates, Charlie, and figure it out.
God.
It's the worst. Like, there's got to be some DiGiorno's in Forks, right? Anyway, whatever. Yes. So we also find out that Charlie and Billy are having a spat.
A little bit of a spat.
What we can only assume is because there's a woman involved, aka Sue, which is gross. Sue. So Stephanie just like really needs to have a quote unquote love triangle involved, even though it's not a love triangle.
And obviously the love triangle in question here is Charlie, Billy, Carlisle. Like, obviously, that's from the beginning. Like, fucking...
Right.
Don't try to distract us.
Yeah,
we
Sue's
know
fine.
What's happening.
Just leave Sue out of this.
I'm sure Sue's great.
Yeah.
Sue's the fucking beard, and that's fine.
Exactly.
But I see through it. See through it.
Exactly. So, during all of this, we find out a few things anyway. So, we know that there's 27 vampires in the Cullen house, which, like, holy shit. And we also find out about Bella's after car, which is a Ferrari that Jacob is completely lusting over and has no chill about.
Jacob wants to fuck this car.
Literally. He's like torn between Renesmee and this car. And it's gross.
Real car, yeah.
But it's a whole like soap opera episode. It's a lot. During all this, when they're planning and driving over to Charlie's house, we get a little bit more information on the Romanians that we were teased about during the last chapter. And I just want to take a brief moment to discuss their nicknames, which are not really thought out, but they're just very good.
Like, did you even try, Steph? Really?
Like Dracula 1 and Dracula 2. Which I might just be calling you for the rest of time.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's very good.
Aren't we really just Dracula 1 and Dracula 2?
Aren't we just creep-tacularing through our lives, you know?
Sorry?
That's what she says. Like, she says that Dracula 1 and Dracula 2 are creep-tacular. And it's like,
wow.
This got past your editor? Yeah. What the fuck?
God. No one thought that was like a red flag or something. Like, that's like not even like the red underline being like, hey, this isn't a word.
So that sentence of say what you want, I still think Dracula 1 and Dracula 2 are creeptacular has 728 highlights.
Wow. Bad. That's not good.
So bad.
I hate
Why?
that.
We haven't had a lot of popular highlights in a while, but that's the one, folks. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed by all of you. So this whole section, we get like 15 pages about the Romanians as they're driving over to Charlie's house. But I wanted to take a brief moment and talk about the fact that they are almost petrified, and that's why their skin is different than everybody else's. Because, wow, first of all, do you ever just get so caught up in a Netflix marathon that your skin almost petrifies? Because,
Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below.
Leave us a SoundCloud comment if you ever need someone to burn your castle down so that you don't petrify yourself, because, holy shit, that's a mood.
You never know. You never know.
It's true. All right, so they get over to Charlie's house, right? And Bella's bitching about her contacts, where we get a little bit of information about the color of her eyes. It's been a while since we got that update. She says it's going to be a while before they turn amber. So, hey, I'm trying really hard not to make a reference, but just so you know,
I'm not going to play in the space with you. I refuse to.
Cody!
Yeah, what's up?
Collaborating teen. What color is my energy, Cody? Cody!
I just can't believe, like, hey, Allie's love language is gifts, and for Christmas she gave me, like, the fucking bracelet, which was amber, and the fucking, like, description, like, was about, like, good vibes and energy, and I was like, you motherfucker. Fucking.
It's only because you're the best. And I wanted to make sure that you just had a constant reminder of 311 on your bod at all times.
That's true. I gotta know. Gotta remember.
Yep. Anyway, so there you go. You made it, not me. So anyway, they get there. Charlie is apparently amazed by how much Nessie has grown. He also says, and you look skinny. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Charlie.
Like, hey, whoa.
She's like 3. Stop it. But then we find out that Bella is leaving. She's been having this like weird sort of conversation, but not really conversation with Jake on the way there. So that Jake is like, what?
Sorry?
Yeah. But she makes the excuse to Charlie that she's going to go Christmas shopping. And that's why she's leaving. But we all know she's finally going to go look up that address that Alice gave.
Yeah.
We get some update as she's driving about her powers and that she's getting better with her shield. Great. Good job, Bella. You're super strong. Wow.
Proud of you.
So glad that you're a tank.
I love my tank wife.
I know.
I love my fucking tank.
So glad that she's just so strong. On the way there, we find out that she gets to Seattle and that the area that she's in is not nice, which would have been fine if Stephanie didn't go on for 20 more pages about all this. Now, she does, though, of course, because she's Stephanie. One of the things that she says is, quote, everything had faded to shades of gray. And this is when I threw my Kindle out the window. Because all I could imagine was E.L. James being like,
That's it.
That's it. That's it, folks. I found it.
There she is.
And it's like, this isn't the first time that Stephanie has said gray in multiples, right? But it's like, this is enough of a time for E.L. James to be like, okay, I got it. I understand. I've unlocked Stephanie's secret message. She wants me to do this. I've cracked the Da Vinci Code.
This is for you, E.L. James.
Oh my God.
Carry my legacy. And make it really, really sexy.
Super sexy.
And also guns,
yeah.
I guess.
Add whips and chains and murder.
Yeah. Murder, espionage.
Exactly.
Criminal crime.
So we get all of this stuff, right? And all of a sudden, we go from super creepy family stuff to now we're in an Ocean's 8 plot, right? Yeah. Bella's like in it, right? 'Cause she loves this shit. This is her jam. She's trying to find Jay Jenks, but there's this weird guy in a duster that's just like hanging out on a bench, but he's in like quasi nice clothes and trying to have a conversation with her. And so she's like, am I in a video game? Like, am I trying to encounter a boss here? What's happening? We found out the guy's name is Max. She's trying to be like, listen, dude, help me help you. I'm just trying to do a damn thing right now. Max eventually calls Jay Jenks and gets him on the phone. And eventually, after literally pages of all of this, it takes so long, we find out that the Cullens are priority clients and that she was sent to not necessarily the wrong address, but not the address that she as a priority client should have been sent to, which is fine. Max thought she was a cop, but she was too pretty to be a cop, which is like rude and
it was
gross.
So gross. And then he was like, oh, you're married too? I can't even catch a break. It's like, hey, sir, stop.
Yep. So apparently married pretty cops don't exist. So sorry to break that news to all of you.
Oh, fuck.
And
How
Max,
are we gonna cope?
I know. Max starts offering up all these things as if like he just skips all this small talk, right? He's like, so what are you into? You into diamond smuggling? You into like killing people? You into papers? What do you need? Yeah. Bella goes to what she expects is going to be a high rise. It's not. It's in this like random strip mall in this neighborhood.
Sure.
Which very much more appropriate for Seattle, but that's fine. She gets there. As soon as she walks in, Jay Jenks, aka Mr. Scott, like screams at his assistant and is like, I'm expecting someone that's super important. Just send them in.
And she's like, she just got here. And she's like, well, what are you doing?
I just love that Bella like looks at the assistant and points at herself.
Yeah, it's like, hi.
That's me.
Hi, hello.
which is super cute. So they go through all this thing, and Bella's starting to click what's going on, right? She starts to realize why Alice did all of this stuff for her, and it's for Renesmee. But one of the things in the process of her clicking this is she's like, I wasn't sure why Alice gave me this, quote, ghetto address. And it's like, Stephanie, what the fuck? Stop this.
No.
Stop. Anyway, so that's gross. But Bella's starting to click at this, right? So she's realizing she needs papers. And the reason that she would need papers is not for her, but it would be for her daughter. And the reason that she would need those is if they lost, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh shit. But she's like starting to have this mental breakdown. She can't do that in front of J. Jinx, aka Mr. Scott. And so she's trying to come up with this plan. She decides she needs to get papers for Nessie and for Jake. And this is when, like, it's sad, right? Yeah. That she's having to think about her death and her whole family's death, right, and Edward's death, and plan all of this.
Like mortality and shit, you know.
Yeah, she's having this whole crisis, right? But then Stephanie, in the moment of planning this, J. Jinx is like, yeah, totally, we can get you all these papers, it's no problem. What are the names that you want to put on these? And it's the worst. It goes so bad because Bella's like, oh yeah, totally. So let's go ahead. The boys one, let's put Jacob Wolf. Let's put Jacob Wolf. And for the girls one, let's put Vanessa. And let's do Vanessa Wolf, actually. And I just...
Ma'am, what the fuck?
Anyway, the worst thing.
But you know what would be a better name for Renesmee? Vanessa.
Vanessa. Like, if you wanted to go with the Nessie nickname so bad,
yeah,
you could have just done Vanessa. Vanessa's a perfectly appropriate name. Yeah. It's still adorable.
And can be Nessie.
Or
Nessa, if you wanted.
Even better.
If you could be so bold.
If you could. Exactly. So anyway, they do generic middle name. She doesn't give a shit about that, apparently.
Yeah, she's like, whatever, fuck.
She went through this whole thing planning out names, and then she doesn't give a damn. And she plans out ages for them, whatever. Of course, so she had a photo on there that she assumed was just luck. It wasn't. Alice planned out this whole thing. Why would you ever assume that anything would be coincidence with Alice?
Yeah, come on.
And then they plan out that it's a rush order. But fucking Bella, because she's a Virgo and plans out everything, had literally all this cash just like in her bag.
Oh my god.
Who does this? And J. Jinx is like, oh, no. We do half now, half when we meet. Just so that you know that I'm going to bring this on the day of. So, but she's like, oh no, I know you're going to do this for me. Which was cute and very naive of her.
Baby.
Very pure. The chapter ends with kind of in a weird way. I don't know if you got a weird vibe with the way that the chapter ended. It was kind of like Stephanie was setting up something for J. Jinx.
Right. But not to fulfill anything.
Yeah, it was setting it up of like he had something on his mind, but then she just kind of leaves it there.
You know what? Whatever. That's not important, huh?
Yeah, because she says on like the last couple lines of the chapter, Bella mentions like, it would have been nice to have Edward here, so I would have known what J. Jinx's like real worries were. But then it just ends with them deciding that they're gonna see each other in a week. And so it's like, what?
Like,
what was the point
guess we'll never
of
know.
this? Anyway, that's how this chapter ends of fucking... Anyway.
Espionage.
Yeah, so fucking... Alright, so chapter 34, they get back to the house, and Edward's being a sentimental bastard. So he starts playing Bella's lullaby when she gets back to the house. Because he's just a blushing bride all the time.
He's just so sad.
All the time. Yep.
Misses his wife.
He does. It's been a long day. She's been gone all day, and like... How rude of her, honestly. He's had to be home trying to be a good housewife the whole time.
I cannot.
So they get back. Renesmee's asleep. So Bella shows that she actually did get Christmas gifts for just Renesmee. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that you wanted to make Christmas a thing. I have so much to do. I have so much to prepare. And she's like, it's really not a big deal, Edward. Like, please stop. I just wanted to get one thing for our daughter. So Edward, as usual, he's just trying to play a perfect housewife because Bella's been gone all day. And that's a really long time. It's rude of her to be gone all day. So she comes back with a Christmas gift for Renesmee to try and show that she's actually done something. And Edward's like, what do you mean? You want to celebrate Christmas? I have only a few days. I can't believe you gave me no time. And Bella's like, it's really not a big deal. Hey.
You guys are sabotaging me.
I know. I just wanted to get something for our daughter. So she realized
her first Christmas?
Exactly. So she shows the kind of gift that she ended up picking out that has a little locket and the photos inside that, of course, is inscribed in a different language. It had to be French. And it includes the words "more than my own life" on there. So anyway, Edward is like, so let's go home. And Bella's like, but I wanted to fight. I've been gone all day. I need to make up for lost time. And Edward is like crying. He's like, Bella, I just want to hold you for a little bit. You've been gone for like 2 hours. I just need this time together. And she's like, okay, fine, I guess. And so they go home. Good times, had for all.
I love it.
They get back to the house, and Edward is trying to just like spoon his wife and catch up on the day.
Get some of that good cuddling in.
He's just trying to be a perfect husband. But, of course, Bella, in her typical Virgo self, is all focused on mortality and death.
Sure, yeah.
Because that's what her day has been like. Whereas he has been trying to be the perfect housewife, and all he could think about was his wife, right? And so these next, 15 pages are all about her focused on trying to send Jacob and Renesmee off. And of course that makes sense about Alice's strategy. And she can't live without Edward. And if he's leaving the world, then she'd be right behind him. It's like, Jesus Christ, Bella. And it's just so morbid. So anyway, the next day is Christmas. And it's such a mood, right? Because they go over to Charlie's place. And one of my favorite parts is that she describes his Christmas tree and exactly where he stopped decorating the tree and he just gave up.
Right.
Which is such a mood. But everyone's there, so all the wolves are there. The little Cullen family is there, so it's super cute. And it's just trying to imagine, Charlie's little house just packed to the brim with everyone there, which is super pure. But we have to talk about Renesmee's gifts really quick. It's just a lot. So there's, of course, the locket that Bella and Edward gave, which sentimental and fine. But so Edward's gift, right? This MP3 player, which first of all, MP3 player, throwback.
So you can listen to some hot MP3s.
Right. I just love that she included the fact that it held 5,000 songs of Edward's favorites, which Jesus Christ. But we need to talk about the fact that Jacob's
You can always remember your father and the music he liked.
Those dank tunes.
My dank 80s tunes. Where I brewed in a car parking lot and met your wife, and met your mom, who's my wife.
Yep, all these screamo tracks and these hot disco tunes.
Just really sad Doors songs that I birded in my car, too, on the radio.
Oh my god, yep. Okay, but we have to talk about Jacob's gift really quick. Because Jacob, why?
Just in general.
I just needed to get that out there really quick. But also, so here's the thing, right? He made this gift, which, fine, good, great. But also, it's his version of a promise ring for an actual baby. What?
I hate this motherfucker.
What the fuck?
So much.
And, please stop. I don't understand.
It's moments like these where I really am wow, people really liked Jacob? How? I don't understand. What was redeeming about this boy in any capacity?
And the worst part
one
is that, Edward and Bella are pissed about it, right? But then in the next paragraph, she's like, so soon I'd be giving Renesmee over to Jacob for safekeeping, which, ew, gross.
What?
And then the next sentence she
my
says...
daughter. I don't know why he has this voice.
I love that you're using the Taken voice, right? Like, I have a certain set of skills.
Literally, in my mind, I'm like, why is this a Liam Neeson voice? That's fucking weird. Wow, I can't believe I do such a good Liam Neeson voice.
You do. Like, it's so spot on.
Haven't seen a single Taken movie in my life. But
What?
somehow, I got it down pat. Yeah, I don't...
Those are so crucial to, like, society.
Are they?
I mean, apparently not, because you've just, like, nailed it in one. So apparently you don't need them, but, like...
I mean, I'm open to the idea of watching them. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's so many films. I just don't know.
You have to use the bingo board of, like, drinking when for them, because they're so fucking wild. But apparently you just needed to watch The Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe to nail your Liam Neeson, so fuck me, I guess.
Shit. You know what? I'll let my people know. We'll plan something. We'll put in the books.
I'll have my people call your people.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
So anyway, in the next sentence, she's like, how could I be bothered by any symbol of commitment that I was so relying on? So, like, here's the thing, Bella. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, I love you, Bella. Like, you're my fave, and I would do anything for you. But, like, your quote-unquote best friend just gave your 1-year-old toddler a promise ring. That's the grossest shit I've ever heard.
Maybe, like, figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, this is supposed to be great, right? Christmas. Literally my favorite holiday, the best time of the year. And during all this, Bella's like, wow, I'm so glad that we're going to die, and I have to say goodbye to my father. It's like, Jesus. Literally, like, Jesus. You know what I mean?
Take the wheel, actually.
Honestly. So, anyway, they get home, and they're, like, driving home or whatever, and all Bella can think about is, like, shit, I need to give Jacob these documents. I need to write a note for Charlie. I need to write a note to my daughter and tell her that I love her. So
I love my daughter.
So that, like, when I'm dead, she can remember that I care about her. And it's like, fuck. Like, remember when
just these, like, 5 sad emo music.
Remember when this was all, like, trip, like, oh, fuck, I love this dead guy. Like,
now we're like, stop.
Yeah. So they get home, and the vampires are having a spat, but it's not like they're fighting and, like, snapping each other's necks. They're just, like, having a little bit of a hissy fit with each other. Because Alistair, the broody professor that taught me my romanticism class, he dipped. He left this fight to go to Portland to teach me.
Yeah.
And
he had other duties to attend to.
Right, exactly. And so that kind of set off some emotions with everybody else. And so the Egyptian coven is starting to get pissed, aka just Amun, because he's like, yo, we can't do this. Like, what happens when the Volturi are like, nah, fuck you, we're gonna just kill all of you? And he's upset, right? Because Benjamin is super important to him, and Benjamin is the guy that can manipulate the earth, wind, and fire.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember?
I do.
And so they're having the spat. Anyway, nothing really important happens from that other than just to kind of cast doubt as an audience, because it all ends up being fine. Like, at the end of it, they're like, we're gonna fight. Okay? And then it just ends up leading to every vampire just committing their loyalty to the Cullens for about 25 pages. And that's about it. Like, it's just a lot. But the end of the chapter is kind of important because Bella has a crisis. She has a straight up panic attack about Dimitri, which is fair. Like, this is a really stressful time.
Sure.
And, you know, Christmas brings up a lot of emotions for a lot of folks.
Sure.
So it's fair. But she's thinking about her powers and the actual strength of them and if she can actually help everybody else. And so she's talking to Edward and she's like, what if this is a mistake? Like, what if you put all this trust in me and I actually just fail all of you? And he's like, what are you doing? Hey. So anyway, she's freaking out. And then on that same path, she's like, wait, hold on a second. What about nobody else can get inside my head, but wait a second, Renesmee can. And what does that mean? And she's like, oh shit. She's like, my shield has holes. Why didn't nobody tell me this? And he's like, well, actually, I've been thinking about this for a while.
Like,
so they go about this whole conversation. And, he's like, well, I have a few theories about why this could be, right? He's like, well, the first one is she's half you. I didn't know if you were aware of that, Bella, but your daughter,
hey,
genetically, she's half
turns
you.
out 50% you, my dude.
So maybe her brain runs on the same radio frequency as you do. So that could be one.
You know how brains work.
You know, the brain stuff. Or, well, that's how he fucking explains it. And he's like,
they're two just iPhone screaming at each other.
Literally. She's like still freaking out. And he's like, or, Bella, hey, Bella, or
Right.
she has the same power as yours, just flipped. And no one can keep her out. So, I know. She's a virus, but the good kind, you know?
Yeah, but like fun and delightful.
Right, exactly. So, if Aro just allows her to explain her thoughts, maybe it'll all be fine. And there's this sentence that Bella says in her head where she's like, quote, I shudder to think of Renesmee so close to Aro's greedy, milky eyes. And can you, for a fucking second, just imagine someone with, quote, greedy, milky eyes and what that brings to your mind?
I hate it.
Because that's some nasty shit right there.
No, thank you.
Anyway, so the chapter ends with them kind of imagining, like, will this be enough to stop Aro? And they don't know. And so that's where chapter 32 ends.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So next week, we have chapter 35, Deadline, and chapter 36, Bloodlust.
Hey.
So we're so close to the end, Cody.
Yeah.
So soon. Soon, but not yet. I think those lines from Tangled, so sorry about that, but that's okay.
That's fine.
We did get sent some screenshots this week, so thank you to Cat of Diamonds for doing that. Thank you very much. That's very good. I appreciate that. Finally, someone listens to us when we give you instructions.
Yeah, finally someone does their fucking homework.
Exactly. I appreciate that a lot. And we are officially at 50 ratings on iTunes. So that's very good. Thank you for that.
Help us get to that 100 though.
Holy shit. That would be very good.
Could you imagine? 100?
That would be very good.
So if you haven't already, Apple Podcast app.
That would be very
give us
nice.
all the stars. Or, whatever stars you feel is enough.
Yeah, I won't pressure you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, try to sway your vote or whatever.
So we have some amazing patrons.
Oh!
Our $10 patrons include Rachel Black.
Ow!
And Jessica Stanley.
Ooh!
And Katie Weber.
Ow!
And if you're not on our list, as our fantastic Megan Tanja says, you need to get right with your credit card provider.
Yeah, get on it. What's the holdup? It's a new month. Let's do that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I would check back on our Patreon to see some new changes that are coming out.
Yeah.
So that's good. Okay, so we got sent a fan fiction this week. So thank you to Taylor Brown.
Ow!
This one is titled A Sincere Deception, and it was written by, ex-mainstream emo borderline hardcore X.
Great.
Wow. I can't believe I just said that with my mouth. This was published on November 26th of 2008.
All right.
And it has over 110,000 words. So, wow.
Damn.
And it's from Chapter 2, Electric Shock. The way that this was sent was that it's like an emo Bella Edward story.
Oh, boy. As
So-
if they weren't emo enough.
I know. And it's honestly a lot for me to read. Like I looked at this, and even just the way that it's written it was written in 2008. Like it's a lot for me to handle.
Sure.
Okay. Oh god. So this is from Edward's perspective, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So chapter 2. Esme and Carlisle are two of the greatest people I know. Not only did they adopt me when I was 7, but 2 years later they adopted Jasper, 9 at the time, and 3 months after that, Emmett came into our lives. Emmett is a year older than Jasper and myself, although he acts years younger. Emmett has been in and out of foster homes his whole life. His parents were young and gave him up when he was born. No one is really sure why none of Emmett's other families stuck, because he may look like a grizzly bear, but in truth he's just a teddy. Jasper is Carlisle's nephew. Carlisle's sister passed away giving birth to his younger brother. They both didn't make it, and she never said who the father was of either boy. And me? Well, let's just say no one wanted me. The first day of school is always so much fun. Not. It's bad enough Emmett and Jazz spend an hour in front of the mirror before they go anywhere, but no. Today there are 3 new girls, sisters, coming to school, and the boys want first pick, and they're welcome to it. Although I am slightly interested, having the same dumb cheerleaders swooning after me all day, every day can get repetitive. They spelled repetitive wrong. That's really cute. I'm looking forward to how these new girls will treat the Collant boys. End scene.
Damn, I love it.
Yeah, it's, oh God. He talks about later in this chapter wearing like silver tee that has like a band on it from 2008 that I don't even know. It's so bad.
Damn.
Oh God. So, yeah.
Well, as we say in Forks.
Get bit.
Pew, 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 pew. This is an Earbud Media production. You can follow the network on Twitter at Earbud Media. You can also follow this show at Into the Twilight almost everywhere, or check out our Tumblr at intothetwilight.show. Our wonderful artwork is done by Maddie Padilla, who you can find at YourGhostHost44 on Instagram. Our music is done by Eli Krause, who you can find at krausefilms.com. The intro and outro is done by KB__Smith on Twitter. You can follow Allie at Into Wild Places, and you can follow me at Dyke Discourse. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye!
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media. Audio for everyone.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, what's up, John?
I just wanted to confirm that we were recording Monday.
Yes.
What are we recording for?
Oh, it's our new podcast.
Our podcast, the Strange Little People one.
Strange Little People, yeah.
Yeah, the one on Earbud Media Productions.
Mm-hmm. You can find it on YouTube. You can listen to it.
The one that we update every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, dude.
When we have new guests all the time.
Sometimes.
Most
of the time.
Yeah, and we talk about current events and stuff.
People should listen to it, right?
Yeah.
It's something cool.
I think people would like it. You don't have to, but I hope you would.
Did you put out the ad yet? The flyers?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, as we speak.
No, you're sitting down.
No, this is happening right now, as we speak.
John, why did my hand just go through you?
Oh my God.
John.
We'll talk about it next week.